out sounding close enough, that's good too. Like,
You got
That's good too if it comes out what?
if it's like as long as it's close enough, like I love wrestling, you love wrestling, we love wrestling, that's fine too.
Because
and then
we
you
got
guys will come in.
Yeah.
yep.
Well, the
Perfect.
intro. Oh yeah.
You got it.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. My name is Drea, and I love wrestling. You love wrestling, and we love wrestling.
I don't even got an intro door. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna play
You
the
don't have
intro.
an
I
intro.
don't have an intro. I'm making a new intro. That was the intro because
Okay.
we here. We love wrestling, women in wrestling with Drea. You know what I'm saying?
What's up? Yeah, yeah.
Drea, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you two?
I'm doing good. I'm
Yeah,
doing good.
it's raining over here. I don't know what it looks like where Trey's at, but Texas, it's raining. So
It's definitely cold over here. I'm like, the winter is not my favorite season, so I'm like, I just need some warmth in my life.
yeah, no, I hate the cold. I literally hate snow. When I went to school in Missouri, it
Ooh,
solidified for it for me. I was like, snow, just I need to come.
mm-mm,
So yeah, never
I
left.
agree. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Guys, we love. No, I'm not gonna say that.
You love snow.
Right.
I'm not gonna say that.
So-
So
He's
let
like,
me
on the
ask the
other
first
hand.
question I always ask to you, Drea. Uh, why do you love wrestling, or what started your love for wrestling?
So, when I was younger, my dad put it on TV one time because him and his dad grew up watching it, and so he was just like telling me like, "Hey, like this is what me and my dad used to watch, like take a look." And I'm like, "What is it? Like I don't understand." And he like explained how like WWE like was something for him and his dad to bond on and stuff like that. And I was like, "Okay." So I took a look and I was like, Dad, I don't get it. I'm like, why are guys fighting in their underwear? It's like, I'm like, I really don't get it. And
yeah.
keep in mind, at this time, I was like 6. And so, he was just like, well, just keep watching and see, what you think. And so then SmackDown came on later that week. And then I saw one of the girls come out, and I was like, my jaw was on the floor. And I just knew it was something that I wanted to do. I definitely fell in love with it. I fell in love with the costumes, the glitz and glamour, and then like not only that, but getting to beat someone up and look good while doing it. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
ever since then, I just had a burning passion for it, and it's all I've ever wanted to do. And being able to do it now is like insane. So it's pretty cool.
So you said you saw one of the girls come out on SmackDown. Do you remember who it was?
I think at the time, if I'm not being mistaken, I clearly do remember like my first female wrestler that I like loved. I don't know if I remember like the one that was like on TV that day, but the one that I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna keep my eye on her was definitely AJ Lee. She's been my inspiration for as long as I can remember, and so seeing her wrestle, I was like, oh yeah, like I can do it. And then I found out how like short she was and stuff like that, and I was like, oh my goodness, like I'm pretty tall, so I'm like, do tall girls like does that work out? And then so I started seeing like more females come out, and so it definitely gave me a boost of confidence to do what I'm doing today.
How tall are you, Fred?
I oh
How tall are you? Yeah, just a quick question.
uh-oh.
How tall are you? No, you have to tell me. Just tell me. Just tell me how tall you are. I just want to know because I tell everyone I'm 5'9". I'm 5'7". I'm a liar, so that's why I ask.
You said that you're 5'9"?
No, I'm 5'7". I'm
Oh,
five
you're
seven.
5'7".
Yeah, no, I'm 5'7". I pretend I'm
I'm
5'9".
actually 5'9".
See, you're my dream height. I wish I lie and say I'm 5.
Really?
Yeah, I wear
Like,
heels, boots, and everything. Yeah,
gosh.
I'm 5'9". That's just in my mind. I was supposed.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely get it. I think if we manifest it, we'll be there, right?
Yeah, exactly. People can get new knees and grow 2 inches. I can will
Literally.
to grow 2 more inches to
Exactly.
get to 5'9". You know?
That's so crazy. It's crazy how like you would love to be 5'9", but like growing up, I was like the tallest girl in my class. And so being 5'9" was like it felt like a shame until finally like left high school and then saw that that was kind of like an average height and I was like, okay, cool.
Yes, you're a stallion, friend. You're a beautiful stallion. That's what I
Thank
want to be.
you.
Like, I want to be a tall, pretty girl, and I'm just like a pretty semi-tall girl.
You're a
But
queen. Please.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. Just I like to. I just.
Embrace it. Embrace it.
I'm sorry.
I, you, I think I asked one question, but we're gonna go ahead and let Dora do her part on because I got a lost track because I knew she was like, "Oh my God, how tall are you, friend?" Like,
She's
Oh,
like, time out. Wait a minute. It's
you know
okay.
what
okay.
It's
I'm saying?
definitely a common question, so it's fine.
I
For me
shall
too.
return shortly.
Okay. Okay, so my questions is because I was gonna say, okay, how do you go or how do you even like do where you train for pageants? Because I saw you do pageants.
Yeah.
How do you do pageants and that at the same time? Like just even because that has to be two different kind of mindsets
For
completely. So,
sure, definitely. They're
mhm.
definitely two different worlds, but
Yeah.
I mean, I love them both the exact same. Recently, this past year, I feel like it was like my first time having to do both. And back in, I think it was like June, no, actually July, it was July. I
Mhm.
had the showcase 8. I had to do the showcase 8 and I wrestled Promise Braxton. And then right after we
I
filmed
see
that,
about that,
yes,
so I'm glad you talked about
right after we filmed that, I drove 6 hours to Chickasha, Oklahoma and competed the
that.
next morning. And
Oh,
so I had like bruises and I had like bumps and whelps and stuff. And I just remember going and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh, your bruises are crazy." And I had to like get makeup and like cover them up. And I didn't want to cover them up. I was like, "These are my battle wounds. Like I literally love
yeah.
these so much."
Mhm.
Um, but it worked out in the end. And it's just like,
Yes, because you won, friend. You
yeah,
won.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So it did work out on its own, but combining the 2 is fun for sure. Because you go to, like, this whole world of, like, beauty and, like, glamour and things like that, and so they're just like, "Oh my gosh, how do you do takedowns, and how do you do this, and muscles, and guys, and girls," and
Mhm.
they're like, "Are you not afraid?" And I'm like, "No, like, absolutely not," and it's cool to, like, inform them about that because
Mhm.
definitely in a world of pageantry, they have, like, no idea, like, what it takes to be, like, a professional wrestler and everything that goes into it, so being somebody who's able to provide that information and, like, show them that just because you are a girl or just because you like pageants or do something that's girly doesn't mean you
Uh,
can do the opposite. You know what I mean? You can definitely do both and make the most of both. And it's also fun being in the wrestling industry and then being like, "Hey, I do pageants too." And they're like, "You're a beauty pageant girl?" And I'm like,
mhm.
"Yes." I'm like, "But let me explain the importance of pageantry because
Yes,
it's
exactly.
not just about like looks or clothes. It's about like so much more than that." And I feel that being a woman and then having like both outlets is so important and so empowering. So I
Yes,
definitely love what I
it's
do.
both sides of you essentially still. Like this
Absolutely.
still me. It's just, sometimes I like to fight, but I'm really pretty. That's
Yeah,
just
exactly. I'm like, you can definitely do both.
exactly. No, that's funny. No, I was gonna ask because Trey knows Promise is like my crush. I love Promise so much. And so I was like, I have to ask her what was it like being in the ring with her for
Oh
that.
my gosh. Being in the ring with Promise was such an honor. She is amazing. She is so talented and she is definitely strong. She definitely gave me a run for my money
Mhm.
and she puts the work in and you can tell and I give her all the credit in the world. I've learned so much from her and I'm just thankful to have been able to step in the ring with her and I just admire her so much and I know that she's doing big things right now and I'm so proud of her and I can't wait until we can get in the ring again.
Again, yes. Is there anyone right now that you're looking to try and have a match with, like just anyone, like in any state? Because I know you're in Texas, correct? Have
Yes.
you anywhere else or?
So I think it was back in November, I had went out to Wisconsin for the first time and I was in that area. So that was my first time being out of state.
Mhm.
And so far, just kind of been here in Texas. Just I do want to branch out. I'm definitely waiting to branch out here soon. But
Mhm.
so
Yes.
far, that was my out of state experience for the first time last year. So that was super fun.
Oh, that's so cool. No, well,
Yes.
yeah, definitely got to get some more eyes on you, friend, to move you around. Because
Yes, exactly. I'm excited. I think this year will be a good year for me. So
yes,
we'll
yes.
just wait and see.
I guess okay, because I saw you graduated in March from the Rhodes Academy, correct?
Yes.
Last. Since I guess you've graduated, was there any goals that you had set before you graduated that you wanted to try and accomplish over I guess from the day you graduated to now, have you accomplished any of those goals?
Oh, for sure, absolutely. I love to set big, big goals for myself, but I also like to set goals that are achievable. And like one of my goals was just to wrestle more than 3 times on the indies. You know what I mean? Just being so new and so
Yeah.
fresh. And so being able to do that times 3 was amazing. And then getting to meet different people, different wrestlers, wrestling for different promotions, and just really putting the name Drea out there was way above any goal that I had set for this year, and so or this past year, sorry. And so going into this year, I definitely set some bigger goals for myself, and yeah, I'm shooting for the stars and seeing what happens.
That. Okay, okay, okay. So this is gonna be a non-wrestling related question, just to let you know.
Okay.
Okay, so is this? I kind of ask everybody this. If you ever had the chance to be reincarnated, not as like a human, as a mythical creature, an animal, anything, what would you pick?
Oh my goodness. I feel like there's so many things in the world, but my mind automatically picked like butterfly. I'm a huge butterfly lover. And anytime that I see a butterfly, it just brings like peace and like love and happiness. And they just have like beautiful colors and they're so free and vibrant. And so I feel that how butterflies make me feel, if I can be reincarnated to one of those, I'd definitely come back as that.
Yes, and they do say, because I know it's like, is it redbirds and bluebirds and butterflies? I think they say like when they land on you, it's someone that has passed
Yeah,
away.
yeah, exactly.
So
And
that's
so
what.
I always see a butterfly and it reminds me of like my both of my grandfathers all the time. And I just feel like that's their way of saying like, hey, keep
Yes.
going, or hey, we love you, or whatever. So I would love to be that for somebody else.
No, yes, because I completely feel that way. Because every time I see like a red bird, I'm like, oh no, someone's here who came to see me
Yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
am I sad and I didn't know? Is that why you're here? That's
Exactly.
like,
There was actually one time where I was driving from here in Austin back home, and I think I saw one of I think they're cardinals, right? The redbirds.
yeah, the
And
cardinal.
so I saw one right on the side of the road, and I feel like I've never seen one. And it was like right on the side of the road, and it was cold that day, and I just saw it, and I was like, whoa, like
What are you
something's here.
doing?
Like who is it? I don't know
What
what
are
it
you
is,
doing
but I'm
here?
like, yeah, it was super crazy. So I definitely believe in that. So that's pretty cool.
Okay, no, okay. So my next few questions will be wrestling related, just to
No,
let
you're fine.
you.
That was
Yeah.
fun.
Okay. No, so my next question would be, what is your favorite meal? If that, like, it can be anything. It can be double meals too, because I know some people get hungry.
Yeah. Oh
So
my
yeah.
goodness.
Mm.
My favorite is definitely my mom's lasagna. I know that's so cliche, but like I don't know what it is. I definitely go to like I'm a huge pasta lover, so I definitely like to try different pastas and stuff, but my mom's lasagna is like top tier for me.
Mhm. Oh, I love carbs
It's
too.
so good. It's so good. And then like another one, um, I mean, I'm really in love with wings. I feel like you can just like throw them in the air fryer, throw them in the oven, however you want, and then just like put whatever seasoning, sauce, whatever you
Mhm.
want.
I had wings this weekend, so it's just
Did you
like,
really? I'm like,
yeah.
good. That's the way to
My
go.
daughter's
It's so
birthday
good.
was on Saturday, and we had wings and everything, and wings and pizza.
Nice.
So
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
it was a good little event. So yeah.
Good.
Okay, so my next question is, whenever you're having a really terrible day, like the worst day you're having, and you think nothing's gonna make it better,
Yeah.
is there like a person, an animal, an object, just anything that can get you out of that funk?
Oh yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things for me. It's just I think the first step in getting like myself out of the rut is like knowing that it's not gonna last forever. I feel like I let my thoughts kind of control me sometimes, and so when I'm able to control my thoughts, then
Mhm.
that's like the first step for me. And then just giving my grandmother a call. She's like my number one to me, and so being able to have her here still and like give her a call and like let her know what's going on. It's like she has the best words all the time. It's like anytime I'm down, I give her a call and she has like the perfect words and I'm just like, okay, like she's right. And she's able
Yeah.
to just put me in good spirits and I'm on my way. So
Mhm.
that's always nice.
How fun. No, no, no. I like that. I don't. My grandma and me aren't as close as I wish we could be, but I'm always like jealous. I'm like, oh, you guys get to call your grandma.
Oh,
Yes, now. No,
I
it's just
definitely understand.
Yeah, and my parents, I think it's just because my grandma has so many of us, it was just,
Yeah, a lot of grandkids and everything,
yeah.
right?
And then my cousins had kids young, so she had her great grandkids
Oh
by
my
the
gosh,
time
yeah.
I started a certain age. So it was just like, Grandma, I get it. I'm not even gonna bother you
Yeah, right. I'm like, we've had our
you guys
time. I get it.
know,
I
so yeah,
definitely get that. I
that's
can relate to that for sure.
mhm. No, okay. So my last question, I'll say this is my last question. So Trey can take you too. I don't want to keep him from you either, but
She's like, well,
yeah, I guess. Is there? Do you have a favorite person that you train with? That and obviously, like you have your coaches and stuff like that. Is there
yeah,
like
yeah.
another wrestler that you love that's fun to train with that at your school or in your?
Yeah. Um, geez, there's like so many people. Um, I'm like, oh, just so there's
Mhm.
so many names, so many names.
Yeah.
One person that I definitely enjoy training with that's at the school that's like been like really recent too that I think I've like noticed now that you bring it up.
Mhm.
His name is Hit,
Mhm.
and he has been on a lot of the showcases too. I enjoy training with him because he always is in good spirits, and I feel like I can learn a lot from him. We definitely have a height difference. I think he's like six something. He's ginormous. He's huge. But
Mhm.
it's always fun training with him because he's always in good spirits, of course, like I said. But he's really well trained. He's full of knowledge. He's constantly studying. And anytime I need help or if I have like anxiety or anything, he's like there to just be like, hey, like let's get in the zone, let's do it. But yeah, he trains really hard and I definitely like training with him as well. So I think it's good to keep an eye on him. He's definitely a star in the making.
Oh, good. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know. Is Trey? Are you there? Okay, okay. I was like, where did you go? Hey, Brian,
I'm
what's
just
up?
here in the background chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, all of us tallies, all of us
Right.
people over here. Yeah, yeah, 6 foot and taller. What?
So, Dre,
Live
He's
my
like, okay, I can't take y'all serious. No way.
this is my fantasy. Okay, living it with me right now.
Dre, if you had to pick one, let's see. She keeps throwing me off. All right, let me not look at the camera. If you had to pick one, would you rather be like either or,
Okay.
modeling or wrestling?
Oh, 100% wrestling. Yeah, without a doubt. I definitely love modeling for sure, but I feel like being like when I was younger and like growing up and stuff, it definitely had its time. I had such a successful career with that. And with wrestling, I feel like it's such a new beginning. And I just have like this fire that I'm just ready to keep on going. I'm hungry for more. And then again, I also feel like being in the wrestling industry, you're able to mix the two. You know what I mean? Like eventually it'll come
Yeah.
around and it'll have its way. So I feel like if I pick wrestling, it'll definitely be down the road somewhere.
What's like one thing from modeling that you took over, that you brought over?
Um, I would definitely say maybe like just being confident. I feel like modeling has definitely given me that strength to be confident in myself, whether it's like through the camera or in person or whatever. Like I've been through so many different like what is the word? Like instances where I feel like, okay, this is my time to have confidence. And like, then I get to pick and choose where my confidence is coming from, right? Whether it's like through me or through my hair or through my fashion and things like that. So I feel like I was able to take that to wrestling and be Drea and like be who I want to be and wear what I want to wear and be fierce and confident. So I definitely think that that's a tool that I was able to bring with me.
If there was one model, Drea, that you think would actually be good as a wrestler,
Oh
who
my gosh. I'm like, okay, let me think. There's so many amazing models out there, but I definitely think this is so I feel like this is so biased too, oh my goodness. But Kendall Jenner, she's so confident and she's strong. She is a little, I guess, like I mean, I guess being a model comes with being thin too,
Yeah.
but she definitely has a background of like strength. She comes from a strong family. They are definitely confident. I mean, they have the personality. So, and she definitely has the like the outlet, the social outlet. You know, she knows a lot of people, and that's one thing with wrestling. It's who you know. You know, so bringing those people into the wrestling world and like seeing them see us and like what we can do, I think that'd be good for everyone. So,
Okay. Bringing people into the wrestling world. If
right.
someone is just seeing this and just finding out about you, do you have like two matches that you would say, hey, you need to check these two matches out to show you what I can do?
Ooh. I think honestly, I I know there's some on IWTV for sure, but I know that you have like to have a subscription for that. But without a doubt, whether you're watching me or anybody else that comes out of Dustin's school, the Rhodes Wrestling Academy YouTube has amazing matches for sure. And I know I've only had a few on there, but I know that they're worth watching. So if you want to watch on there, that would be super fun. Um, but yeah, that's always a good place to find me for sure, without a doubt.
You said IWTV.
Yes.
Let's see. Texas Contender Series, Inspire AD, PWF, New Texas Pro also, Drea?
New Texas Pro.
Nah,
Is
they
that
didn't
what you
have
said?
it.
I'm like,
Were
sorry.
you at New Texas Pro? It came up when I searched your name.
Oh wow, I haven't been to New Texas Pro yet. I'm hoping to in the near
Are you
future. I
gonna?
haven't been there yet.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I'm just going through the IWTV list to see.
Oh yeah.
Okay, she got a couple. She on a couple cars on here. IWTV is $10 a month, I believe. You get so many free show. I mean, so many shows with that $10 live shows, and if the show was live and you didn't catch it, they'll post it up after that. Let's talk about Texas a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
How do you feel about the indie scene out there in Texas? And is there? I'm not just gonna put this to Texas, but are there any other independent places that you've been looking at that you're trying to get to?
So, as far as the talent here in Texas, it is insane. The amount of talented women and talented men that come out of Texas is just incredible. Like going to each indie promotion that is based in Texas and like meeting new people, seeing what they can offer is so mind blowing. It's like, whoa, you know what I mean? All of a sudden, you're just like, what do you do? Where do you train? You know, it's just like you want to know everything about them, like the regimen, everything, because Texas is just full of talent. Texas is so dominant, and if anybody's sleeping on Texas, you're definitely doing it wrong.
Sleeping on Texas for sure. I
Yes,
pray all
exactly.
the time. Stop sleeping. I said we're coming for everybody's belts. That's what I've been saying since
Exactly.
last year. We're coming. We're trying to get across and get everybody's shit at this point. So
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Mhm.
She's right. So yeah, I think Texas is massively talented, and if you haven't seen or heard of anything that's based in Texas, like pull it up on YouTube. There's so much talent
Yeah,
out there and watch. Just keep your eye on everyone because everyone's amazing for
yeah,
sure.
for sure. That's how I feel too. That's what
Yeah.
I literally have been like, Trey, please let me get some Texas people. I've been like, please.
I definitely get it. And
Like
then like especially for me, like I'm from West Texas, so there is
so much. Yes.
like yeah, I'm like there's like hardly anything down there. So coming more to Central Texas, it's so cool. Like
Mhm.
being here is a definitely different experience for me, but I love it so much. It's so cool.
Why are you being a hater right now down there, Trey? Like I don't like your
He's
face.
like, shut up.
Yeah.
I didn't even say nothing. I was letting y'all talk about Tejas,
Shut up.
Oh my gosh.
as the luchadors say. That's what Nyla Rose said.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm sorry, y'all start talking about Texas. I kind of phased it out for a second.
Oh my god.
And nothing against y'all, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, y'all cool and everything, but yeah.
Sounds like a hater to me.
Exactly.
Might be. I've been trying to for like 2 years get a Texas versus Illinois or Texas versus Ohio or Indiana type war
Nice.
going. People don't want to, I think Tejas is scared.
Then how come all those people come to train over here?
I'm like, I definitely don't believe
Good
that.
enough.
Yeah.
If they all come to Texas, y'all don't be coming up here. I'm just saying,
Because obviously that means something.
Yeah, she's
Someone,
right.
someone
I mean,
stated.
y'all scared. Y'all don't want to make that trip up here. Y'all be like, it's snow and stuff. But let's not get into this right now.
All right, not for me.
Drea, I always ask this question here, since you're on the independent scene. Is there 3 people on the independent scene that you would like to have a match with?
Oh yeah, for sure. I feel like there's so many. For sure off the bat. Hmm. Let's see. I'm like thinking for sure. Are you talking about like in Texas, like in the Texas, or
In,
just like broad?
in independent wrestling.
Yeah, and all
Okay, so everywhere.
Yeah, so it's a big world outside of Texas.
Yes, it is. How fun. Oh man. I feel like there's so many, like there's so many names. I'm like, but to pick 3 for sure that I know like I would absolutely love. Um, Definitely I saw Maya was on the podcast, so I definitely would love to wrestle her for sure. She's amazing. Would love to get like a one-on-one with her, whatever's available actually. That's so cool. Another one is Jasmine Allure. She's here in
Yeah,
Texas too. I absolutely adore Jasmine too. She's definitely something. So get in the ring with her would be super fun.
it would be so.
And
Yes, for sure.
I'm trying to think like more like out of state. Um, oh, Maggie Lee. She's out
Yeah,
in Iowa.
I'm a big Maggie Lee fan.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, I got big Maggie Lee energy. I've seen her
I love it. I'm
2 or 3
so glad.
times, and I'm like, hey, Maggie Lee out here working. Like,
Yeah, she is for sure. Yeah, she definitely caught my eye. So I would love to step in the ring with her and see.
I think you would be good against also like Misty Marks.
Oh, without a doubt, yes.
Let me think. How is Danny B short? I feel like I'm so bad with heights because I think everyone's the same height as me, and I'm just
Danny
like
B
we're all the
probably
same.
like she and Jasmine Ward probably the same height.
Yeah,
Really? Okay.
I think so.
Maybe yeah. I'm just bad with heights because I think all of us are the same height, and then I get
Right, everyone's just the same level. I think so too.
Yeah. And is it Shay Carmichael?
Oh yeah, Shay Carmichael, yeah.
Or yes. I
That
was
is a
like,
good one too.
we've had her too. She really is so sweet. That's I was like, oh my gosh, she really is as nice as like she just is a sweetheart. So
Exactly, right?
yeah, exactly.
That would be super fun too.
Yes,
I feel like there's just so many that this could go on and on. I'm like, oh, it's amazing talent out there. And to have to pick 3 was really hard, but
but you did good. You did good. They were good 3. I
thank you.
Yeah.
So this is random. Well, it's not random because I had a conversation with somebody about it. Saw you post a picture up, and I was like, yo, low key, she could pass for a 3rd Renegade sister.
Now that I'm seeing her face, yes, for sure. Yes, I feel like you could.
Which one was it? I'm curious.
Huh?
Which picture was it?
It was something on your Instagram. I was just like, yo, she
Mm.
kind of looked like Charlotte a little bit, but then in
Oh.
this angle, she kind of looked like Rock. And yo, she could be like in the Renegade
Like
fan.
right in the middle, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying it might be something to look into. I'm just saying.
That's pretty cool. You know, that was like I don't think I've ever like been told that before, but that is a very good point. I agree.
Cool.
That would be.
They just adopt her in all of a sudden. Like, who's that? This is our sister. Leave her alone. Type of
Right.
thing.
This is exactly.
And people will be like, "What?" Like, yes, our little sister, because they. I don't want to give up too much of their family info, but yeah, it would work for real.
You'd be like,
I think so too.
Want to let wrestle. Our mom just wasn't into it. She said everyone else is doing it. She wanted different for me. So it could be a whole
Yeah, exactly. It just keeps blooming, keeps growing.
That's funny. I like.
I'm just saying, though. You know what I'm saying? Drea, one of my last questions here before we go into our last spot. I'm only doing this for Dora.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna see how this comes out.
I've lost the past two times now, right? I haven't.
Oh.
No, you didn't. I haven't even. Have I asked this the last two? This is the most serious question, and sometimes people get upset. So I haven't. I don't think I've asked it the last two times.
Oh my gosh. Guys, you're putting the pressure. It's making me nervous.
Oh, it's a lot of. I mean, it's a lot of pressure. Like sometimes when we ask
Oh my
questions,
gosh.
the interview like ends right after the question because people get mad and everything.
And they're like, I
Um,
don't want to pick. And we're like, it's okay, just pick
and I
something.
get upset too. And then Dora,
Oh
she
my gosh.
does. So I mean, all right, here we go. The Rocker Stone Cold.
You guys did not.
I have my personal preference. So it's, like, it's not that I don't like the other person either. It's just I just really love him.
Oh my word. I was not expecting that. Mm. So, okay, before I do my answer, I'm just assuming you guys are like have agreed against each other. Like
Yes.
you have one pick and you have the other.
No, not at all.
Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, The Rock or Stone Cold. I'm gonna have to go with my man, that's Stone Cold.
Yes, I fucking knew. Hey, thank you.
I adore The Rock. I literally adore The Rock, but like
Same. It's
I
not
don't
that I
know.
don't like The Rock. Exactly. It's just my
No,
preference.
yeah. No, definitely. I think it's a Texas thing. It might just
Mm-hmm.
be. You know what I mean? Like The Rock, Dwayne Johnson is absolutely amazing. Are you kidding me?
Yes,
But
not
like, I
credit
don't
them.
know, something about the edge of like Stone Cold. You know what I mean? You can already hear the glass breaking. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like he was just a regular man out here drinking beers in his jean shorts
And
and
the jorts, yeah.
yeah, and his knee was always fucked up. Like that was but he was in the ring, you know? He was
Yeah, and he always definitely brings like the country feel like with him, in his own way. So it's like
yeah,
it's nice to be relatable, you know?
exactly.
What about you? Why are you like, oh, tell me your side trait?
He can't say. He can't say. What is it? What do
You
you
pick
you gotta
Stone Cold. I'm
Oh,
so hurt.
you gotta turn the audio on.
No, I can't turn the audio on. YouTube will hit me for that.
Oh, okay.
Can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? YouTube be like, yo, you had audio in the background.
yeah.
Right there.
You
Yo,
weren't entertained by him trying to ice bath for the first time. I love that for him. He was like cursing the whole time, but I was like, yes, Stone Cold, get in there. It's fine. You did an ice bath type of thing.
I haven't seen it. So I don't know. I kind of stay off the timeline and everything. So
She's
Twitter
like,
timeline is dead right now. People are arguing every day. I don't got time for that. We supposed to be enjoying wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got time. So it's some stuff that I might miss. I won't lie. All right, though. Would you take a? Have you did an ice bath before, Dora or Drea? Since you asked, we talking about Stone Cold ice bath. Have either one of you had an ice bath as of yet?
I have actually. It is a challenging experience, I can tell you that. But like afterward, you feel like a new person. You feel like your body just definitely feels different. It's definitely like challenging on the mind because like once you dip in, you want to get right out. You're like, okay, I don't want none of this. I don't want it. But if you're in there for a good time, it's like your body becomes like numb to a sense, and then when you come out, like your muscles just feel so relaxed, and even though you're freezing, like you feel like rebirth. It's super crazy. That's the same thing with like saunas or hot tubs. Like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes it's like really hot and you're like, oh my gosh. But when you get out, you're like, like that was so relaxing. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I've never
Hmm.
done it, but I did it to my children when they had a fever one time. I made one in the
Oh,
bathtub. That's the closest I got. I put my arm in it.
It's the
I
real
just
deal. It's so
I
crazy.
just I just refuse to do cold things. Like I remember one time having to follow my best friend in the snow in yarn boots because that's all I had. I was silly. Like those kind of like cheapy yarn boots, and I've never been in the cold since then. I've been like
She's like,
never
no
been
thanks.
since then. Yeah, it was I remember I had to walk a mile and a half to McDonald's
Oh,
to eat her
nice.
in the snow, and I've just never done it again. Never. Never loved anyone again that much.
What
Never.
about you, Trey? Done an ice bath before?
A few times.
How'd you
Nice.
feel? Not like
Indifferent.
$1 million? No.
Indifferent.
Oh, so you just were like, oh, I'm used to this cold. This ice is nothing. Is that what you were doing in the ice bath, or you were actually cold?
Did
No,
you actually stay in there for a good time, or you just
Yeah,
like dipped
like
your toe
I
in
was,
and like
I
left?
was cold as hell,
It's
but I was
cold,
indifferent
yeah.
about it. You know what I'm saying? When I was doing it, I was hurt, so I wasn't really like all the way
Mm,
there. But I know it's cold. Like I
mhm.
even do cryotherapy, so
nice, nice, nice. I've never done that before. That's pretty cool.
I've wanted to try the cryotherapy. My
Yeah,
best
for
friend,
sure.
yeah, my best friend that does jujitsu does cryo, and I'm like, oh, you lucky. I just
Wow. Right, exactly. I would love to try that. That's pretty neat.
I'm also a cold-blooded individual. Ooh, got him.
anyways,
All right,
anyways.
Drea,
He's
we're
like,
gonna go.
no.
Oh, okay.
We're going to our last spot here, Drea. We call this the put yourself over
Oh
moment.
my gosh.
This is where you let the people know your social media, ways they can
Nice.
support you, anything you have coming up that you want them to know. We just want you to put yourself over.
Yes, of course. Okay, well, all my social medias are at the Andrea Cantu, so TheAndreaCantu. You can catch me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, um, TikTok if you're into that, YouTube if you're into that. So many different places. That's usually my main handles. So you can find me on any of those. And then as far as upcoming shows, I have Uncanny here based in Austin. That is on February 10th. And what else? What else? I feel like there's like a long list that I wasn't prepared for. I
Okay.
was like, wait a minute. Um, oh,
Do you
I'm
have
so sorry. I like was that was like super crazy for me.
No, it's okay. If you have like a website too or anywhere, like even Instagram, if you're gonna post it there, like that's even
Yes,
just tell
that's
us.
even like that's exactly yes. That's so much better. So I know that that one's coming up for sure, but you can follow me and find out what else is coming up. I'm currently the Rhodes Wrestling Academy Women's Champion. So you can also catch me on the Rhodes Wrestling Academy YouTube and Instagram and Facebook.
Tell them who you beat for that belt.
Yeah. He's like, what?
That's funny.
It
She's
is.
Harley Jane. Y'all may see her on TV sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But the Drea Cantu beater. That's her Instagram, her Facebook, all social media. She got a link tree. I believe that your
Yes.
link tree?
Yes, that is my link tree for sure. Yes. If you go to the
Go
bio, there's link tree. You can find me in more places if you'd like. If you love me, follow me and follow We Love Wrestling, right?
Yes, exactly.
This is your put yourself over moment, Drea. Do that for us.
Mm.
I'm trying to. I just followed on TikTok. People go to the
Oh,
TikTok.
nice, nice.
I don't
Needing
have
more
TikTok.
followers.
Like,
You got a YouTube page?
I do, yeah. I've been meaning to post more matches on there. I don't think I've gotten to that yet, but I definitely have been meaning to upload some.
Same name.
Yes, everything
Mhm.
under the Andrea Cantu.
Getting all the followers in right now.
yes.
Yeah,
Get
right
all your
on.
clothes.
As you're watching this and you see me following, you
You
do
should.
the same thing. Pick
Oh
up the
yeah, for sure. I gotcha. I gotcha. No worries.
car following. Oh, I'm not talking to you, Drew. I'm talking to the people watching.
Oh, I was like, you don't gotta worry about me.
I want them to pick up. This is your baby mom. I don't know. She she got a YouTube. I don't know.
It's actually pretty legit. They're pretty funny. I got some good videos on there right now, but I definitely need to upload some more wrestling content.
Okay, go check it out. She even got a video on here. Look like Oh, that's Melissa Lopez. Melissa kind of looked like Emmy for a
That's
second.
like my that's my best friend. That's actually funny that you say that because I've heard that before.
Okay. Because I was
Yes.
like, is that Emmy? Oh, okay, no.
He's like, wait a minute now.
Look, she moved back like this. The video started moving. I said, oh,
I was like, what?
okay, okay, okay. Dora, before we get out of here, you got any more questions for Drea?
Yes, my last question would be, is is your family happy that you're wrestling? Like they're supportive? Are they? Is every the you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
they're.
yeah, for sure.
I'm sure at first they were probably scared and stuff like, why
Oh
are
yeah.
you doing this? Why? But are they supportive as of now at this point? Like they can see your vision of where you're gonna be, kind of thing. Finally,
Yes, absolutely.
like
So I've always like from the time that I was 6 years old, once I set my mind that I was gonna do it, that's all I wanted to do. And I think at first my dad was like, okay, cool, like, yeah, do what you want to do. And I'm like, okay, thanks, dad. But my mom was like, okay, yeah, well, when you get to high school, like you'll find more careers, like things will change. And I'm like, okay. She's like, but if you want to do it, you can do it. She's like, but keep your options open. So I'm like,
mhm,
okay. So I got to high school, freshman year rolls around. She's like, so what do you think? Like, it's already like, I'm about to be a sophomore. She's like, what do you want to do? Do you know yet? And I'm like, a professional wrestler. And she's like,
I want to wrestle.
okay, yeah, okay. She's like, well, you're gonna be a sophomore and then a junior. We'll see then. Junior year rolls around, and then she's like, what do you want to do now? I'm like, mom, professional wrestling. And she's like, okay, okay. So finally, I think after a while, by the time it was like my senior year, and I kept saying like professional wrestling, she's like, that's like truly what you want to do. And I'm like, yes. And she's like, well, I'm here to support you. And she's like, whatever you choose to do, make sure you do it with all your heart. And so she's been like my number one supporter, as well as my dad. They're just so proud and just happy that I'm actually doing what I said I was going to do. So it's really fun to get to see them come to my shows and like cheer for me. And like I always tell them, like, mom, isn't it crazy that like I'm a professional wrestler? Isn't it crazy that like you see me in the ring and like, dude, we literally can't believe it. And I'm like, it's just the start. So they're definitely proud, and I'm so thankful for all their support and everything that I do. They're definitely always there to support me. Anything that I've ever wanted to do, they were always there to support me. And so getting them to see what I've done now and what I'm gonna keep doing and what I'll do one day is gonna be so fun to see
Yes.
the reaction on that too.
Mhm.
Did you ask her about training under Dustin Rhodes?
I didn't ask how it went, but I asked her if she had how it was after. I'm sorry. I thought you might ask. I'd be like, hey, how was it? I didn't want to take your questions this time. The accusation,
Uh-oh. So
you
back
know,
and forth.
Accusation. Um,
accusations.
so yeah, this will really be my last question. Then we'll go to the outro.
You got it.
Rose Academy. I don't know how many classes will came out of there, but he, Dustin Rhodes, a legend in the business.
Absolutely.
Um, from everybody I hear, he expects high quality out of everybody coming out and training with him and everything. So the training experience, getting to learn under him, how's that? How's that? Do you still go there and train, or how's that for you?
Yes, I am still training with the Rhodes Wrestling Academy under Dustin. It is it is insane getting the amount of knowledge that he has and like getting to put that into your work. You feel so proud. You know what I mean? Like you're walking with something so legendary and something so powerful. And knowledge goes a long way. And he has done so much for the business. He has done so much in the business. And as well, like of course, family. You know what I mean? Like the whole family tree is just insane. So getting to learn from him is definitely one of a kind. And I'm so honored every time I step in the ring and every time I'm able to go and train and stuff like that. And so getting to see that he believes in me and my work and everything that I've done so far is such a blessing. And so I definitely always strive to make him proud and everything. And I definitely know I have. And I know that he sees something in me. And I definitely want to keep that and make him proud, of course. but it's definitely one of a kind. And anyone who's seeking out to be a wrestler, the Rose Wrestling Academy is somewhere to be, and Dustin is someone to learn by. And it's amazing. So if it's something that anybody out there is looking to do, I definitely recommend 100%.
Look at her out there putting the promo out for the Rose Wrestling
Yeah.
Academy. Yep. Okay. Because I didn't, this just came to my head.
No, I'm like, keep asking. I'm enjoying.
Can't keep going all day, you know. We could, but
Oh, did you know she was at the Great American Bash too?
Oh yeah, I was.
She was at the Great American Bash too. Had seen it on her Instagram. I was like, oh, we were there. We were all in different.
You guys
places.
were? That's
Yeah,
so
I
cool.
was like more at the top, and Trey was
awesome.
obviously ringside. So.
Oh wow.
Not all of us can, get ringside.
Ringside, yeah.
How to sit,
Wow, really?
You and Seahawk were literally right here with each other.
That's crazy. Was it a good show, like really up close?
How was it? Yeah, how was it up close?
I'm like, how was it up close?
I
had like my glasses on because I can't see very far.
If you want to know, being up close was very great. You can go on our YouTube, which you're watching right now, and we put up some clips.
There you go. Yeah.
This couple area, a little bit of all that. Some more coming because we've been at more events, but we'll talk about that later.
I can't.
There's like a glare. What is it?
Can you see
it? It's Mission Pro, right? That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
The Run It Bash, right? Is that my glasses?
Oh, that was the running back post. The Mission Pro hit you up. That was 2020. Shit.
Wow, that's crazy. Good for them.
As Mission Pro,
I'd love to see her against Tiffany. She would be good against Tiffany.
That's why.
Yeah, Tiffany's also good and see. It's like all these names come back up. Yeah, she's also really good. Yeah.
As Mission Pro hit you up?
No, actually not yet, but I would love to get my foot in the door. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good talent that goes out there, and I'd love to put Drea on the map out in, I believe they're based out in San Antonio, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, for sure. I love watching Mission Pro and things like that. So definitely I'd love to get in the mix.
That's for you, Brian.
That's for you.
If they if anyone wanted to book you, Drea, how would they get in touch with you?
You can get in touch through my booking email. It's linked in all of my bios with all my socials. And you can also just DM me. My DMs are open, so be more than happy just to shoot me a message and say, hey, we want you, whatever you want to say, and I'd be more than happy to get something worked out.
That's for people trying to book her. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be weirdos. Yeah.
You say DMs, though. They be like, oh, she's in the DMs open.
I know, right? Everyone's like, oh, DMs. I'm like, dang, maybe a poor choice of words.
Yeah, the DMs are not open. They open for bookings.
For bookings.
Yeah,
for bookings. Booked and busy.
That's right. All about work.
You see it, Drea. Make sure y'all follow her on all social media at the Drea Cantu. I don't know why I came out with Cantu like that.
I know, like he said it right the first time.
Make sure there it is right below. Also, follow her right here. Support her.
Thank you.
Tell her Rose Wrestling Academy to get some people out there with her. Some more people. Get her traveling with that belt.
Yes.
That's right.
Get her out of Texas.
Yeah, that's another good one too.
Ultimate goal, yes.
Yes.
Get her everywhere. Let me not say that. But Drea, when we bring people on here, they become family with us.
Oh.
Follow what the people do. Like we don't bring people on if we don't think they got that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. 100%. Well, thank you so much for having me. It's been fun talking to you both.
We both noticed you too, because I was like, who's this? And he's like, I don't know who's this. And I was like, I don't know, but I want to know who this is.
She's like, but we need to know.
Yeah. I think it was the Uncanny show when I was like, who is this girl? I know. I think that's when we
Nice.
both messaged about it, but I can't remember completely. I just know that's how our conversation went about you. I was like, who's this? And he's like, who's this? And I was like, I don't know. But
We're gonna
we're
find
gonna
out.
find exactly.
Oh yeah, she was like these people here, and it was a flyer,
Yes.
and I was like, "Do you know her?" And I think I had already watched some matches, and then I'm like, "Yo, she just asked me about this person though,"
Yeah.
and she was like, "Yeah, I just asked you." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "All right." And so then I have to do my research before I even ask somebody to come out, and usually I want to meet the person.
Yeah,
Oh,
he is. Yeah,
First
he's very
before.
much like, let me meet them. I'm like,
I think
sometimes
that's
you just
super
gotta do it.
cool.
Yes.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for trusting in me, and I love being on the show. Thank you so much. It's awesome what you guys do.
It was so fun.
And one of us will see you in the Texas area.
Yes.
Probably Dora.
Hmm.
Most
Yeah.
likely will be first. I'll be in Austin probably on February 10th, but I was going to Mission Pro, and Dora's trying to
Yeah,
get me
I
to
get it.
return to Uncanny. I'm like,
Well,
"Ooh."
Uncanny
Gotta.
day, isn't it? Like it's more,
It's the same day, ain't it?
yeah, but I think it's a different times, isn't it?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't
We'll
think so.
check.
They actually might be around the same time frame, honestly.
We'll check
Yeah.
and let it know. But
Well, at least you guys can come together and exchange what you thought. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. We could hit both. Maybe we could hit both shows. Just
Yeah,
one
you
of.
never know. Gotta really plan it out and
Mhm.
see.
I don't know, Dora. That's not. But we gonna see. We gonna talk about it. We gonna follow Drea Cantu like you all should this whole year and all through her career. We wish nothing but the best to her. We always like to
Thank
follow up,
you.
like a year later to see where the person is, because we've had some people on here, and after a little time, you see them at big companies. This probably one of them right here.
Mhm.
Thank you.
But guys, I'm Trey D. Dora, thank you. Drea, thank you.
Of
And like
course, thank you.
always, if I love wrestling and you love wrestling, then we love
We
wrestling.
love
Two
wrestling.
Street. What
Ah.
about? Ooh, cut and print.